Good morning, everyone. Good evening, Europe, and welcome to our live stream with Magda today. And we are gonna introduce you here in North America the Airnails system. I haven't done any. I don't think I have done any live streams with Airnails. And Airnails is a brand, a trademark by Magnetic for the airbrush system. And I know that Magda from Scotland loves Airnails, and I asked Magda to join one of my lives to share this love with you. So I'm meeting Magda, and she will be in a second connecting. And hello, my dear friend. Hello.
Hello, hello. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for inviting me, Nadia. That's so nice. I hope we'll have some views. But yeah, continue your introduction. I was just a bit struggling if I will join in, so I'll just press it
You
quickly.
do it right because it takes a little while to connect. Well, you are watching all our. You are invisibly joining us with Natalia now every week.
Yeah. Always the other side.
Yes, and I said no, we need to get Magda into the video. So, and I love your work, I love your designs, and I don't really work with Airnails because I just didn't somehow didn't get into it. And I have all the system. I have the system here, and I know that you're offering classes with your groups. And if somebody from North America would like to take classes with Magda, I think it's possible. So just contact Magda, and you can buy products from me. So here, and it will work out perfectly. So Magda, it's all yours. Go ahead. You can introduce yourself, tell who you are, where you are. For my people who don't know you, oh, I didn't introduce myself for your people. So I'm from Canada. I'm North American distributor for Magnetic.
I think my people know you well because I'm always sharing your video. I found this like really informative, and I'm always learning as well. And I'm just like, so yeah, I'm trying to share to my students as well because they can learn as well just from yourself and Natalia. So it's good. But yeah, this is Nadia Freund, national trainer for North America and Canada. And I'm Magda for all the people that don't know me. I'm an expert educator in the UK and a distributor of the products of magnetic nail design products. And yeah, I love Airnails. I really like it. Really like it. I found this as the fastest way of doing designs. And when I have like no idea what to do, I will just open my stencil books and then I can do it. Like, even if I have like, okay, I need to post something on Instagram and I just have no time to do any designs, Airnails, like few minutes and it's done. So it is absolutely brilliant. But I can tell you, maybe for your people or for my people who joining in, I can tell you a bit about the Airnails itself. So Airnails airbrushing is from actually Russia, from Marina and Svetlana, and they cooperating with Magnetic Nail Design and brought to Europe this super cool tiny compressor and this beautiful gun, alongside with the stencils, with the accessories, with the paints, with absolutely everything you need. What is super cool about this is tiny. So you can keep it on your desk or under the desk. It's not like, huge industrial compressors that you will just do. So, and it's quiet. So I will just switch it on. And when I'm not working, no spraying anything, it's just quiet. There's no buzz. And if I start spraying, then it's working, lifting my fingers and it's not working. So it's useful in a salon because we've got all this like e-files and dust extractors and all of this like all the time, and we want to still talk to our clients. So this is good. And yeah, I think everybody know how the compressors are working.
Yep.
How they're working. So it's not a matter to explaining. But what is different about this one and the whole industrial thing is it is designed for the nail technician, and also the paints are designed for the nail technician. So when we spray in, they literally dry in within a second. So you can spray, create your design, and just apply the top coat and buy. Of course, you need to cap it in between to make sure everything is done. But the ombre designs are just made in a second, like literally in a second, or you know, compared to the brush technique or the sponge technique or whatever you want to use. So it is super cool. But I've got some designs I'm going to show you as well.
Yeah.
So you people can watch it. I'll just place my compressor on the floor so it won't be interrupted, and I will switch over the camera if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I need to do this one.
Hello, ladies who are saying hello to us. Hello, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for watching and sharing.
Oh, hi. Oh, I didn't share the video today, but just like later maybe I will share it. So, okay, I think I will be like that in the middle. I've prepared my tip, and maybe I will just. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't zoom it.
No,
so
you can't.
I hope you. So maybe I'll just do it like that. So, okay, I've got my surface, which is the gel polish burnt orange, and it is buffed to. It's just buffed to make it matte. I have always a question during the training: do we need to use matte? Okay, can we spray it on a shiny? But we need to remember these are like, we need to treat it as acrylic paints. So we need to have some kind of grip so the acrylic paints will just get into the nail and last. Otherwise, they will just slip over. So you need to have something that is matte. You can use the extreme matte top gel, and I'm using this often. For example, if I would just do the acrylic nails, I file it, apply the extreme matte top gel, and then do the ombre, for example, because then I don't need to worry about the buffing and making, like, you know, less scratchy or something like that. So yeah, that's it. But let's start from the stencil. I think we'll just make the two designs because these are super fast. Something in the autumn. So I've got my stencils, and I'll maybe show you this way. So if we have, my friends, let me just get, I've got all of these books, by the way. So, all of them. Okay, so I will just show you like this. So the stencils come roughly like this. These are in different collections. This is a safari collection, and we've got two parts of the stencil. So we've got the part that is inside, and we call it like negative, or we have the part like this one with the wee window where we spray. We use in both. And these are reusable. So not all of the brands have reusable stencils, or maybe some of them I've seen. I actually recently had a question from Australia about our stencils. And a lady was showing me hers, and they were like plastic, really stiff, like drawing on a paper. This is what she uses, which is not really comfortable, because if you think about the curvature of the nail, how to stick it.
Absolutely. Our stencils are very soft, and they absolutely go whatever curvature you have.
Yeah. So once we just get this one off the paper, so you can see it's just like a flexible foil, so you can stick it on wherever you wish. So these are super cool. And I still have the stencils, Nadia, and I'm using the stencils that we bought on our first training.
Oh, wow. Yeah, me too. I have them too. Yeah, but I haven't used much of them.
5 years ago, we were on a training in Holland. I think first time we learned Airnails, because we've been at the same training, I believe.
You've been in the second level, and I've been in the first at the same day. I had the private lesson, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is so many years ago, and I'm still using the same stencil. So this, once you buy it, you just have it forever. You just need to take care of them, and yeah, you'll be fine. So for the first design, I'm going to use this negative part of the stencil, and this is super easy and super cool because I'm going to use just the one paint. So I've got my matte surface, and I'm going to stick my birds.
Can you bring the camera a little bit lower? Will be that easier? Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely. Awesome.
Can you see better?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
much better. Thank you.
Okay, I will try one spraying, maybe just lift it up as well. So the stencil, the foil is like a gray, so you wouldn't see it. But once the design is on, like, will be more visible. And I've got this wee circle in here. Oh, that's why I don't like this camera. It's too close. And I will just place it maybe here. Just one over another. Is no problem. Magda, which number are you using? The stencils. Huh. So these little birds, you know, these are, I believe, from the spring collection. But after the live, I'm going to check it exactly and I will let you know, because I don't want to lie now, because I've got them mix and match by designs really. So Lisette, I promise after the video I will I will check it and I will let you know which one is it. But I believe it's a spring collection with these wee birds in here. And that's the circle is from kind of geometric maybe, or the Profi one. And I've got the wee trees, and these are from the landscape collection. So I will just place them here. So as I mentioned before, our paints are drying really fast. Okay, so you probably noticed I'm still first preparing my whole thing on the nail before I'll put the paint into my gun. Because if I will start searching for the stencils and then talking and, you know, deciding where I want to put my design, etc., etc., then my paint inside the gun will be already dry. It's literally 30 seconds when the paint is dry. So yeah, and I'm going to use the wee lace. So I've got everything ready in here. So now I can take care of my gun.
So much stuff. That's amazing.
So much stuff. Okay, so first I will just wake up my gun with just dropping a bit of the water. So it's a situation like with the acrylic brush. You just need to wake up before the work. You just place it in the liquid, checking if everything is working, and then yeah, you can just work. So I'm just spraying out the water, and I'm just going to use the white paint. I can tell you something about the paint. So the bottle of the paint is 10 mils. Okay, 10 mils of the paint. To do the ombre on 10 nails, just like a baby boomer, on 10 nails, you need 2 drops. In our 10 mils, you have 400 drops.
Oh, wow.
Which means from one bottle that costs literally nothing, you can do 200 sets of ombre.
Wow.
And you pay for your gun and compressor just once. And literally lasts you forever if you clean it.
Yeah. And if you don't break your needles like I do.
Yeah, but the needle replacement or maybe nozzle replacement is not as much cost.
Oh, yeah.
Even, you know, I've done this a few times as well. I dropped my gun, but I'm just clumsy. So,
Me too.
okay. So I've shaked my paint and I'm going to place just a drop into my tank. Just a drop. And first I'm just spraying the air and I will check my paint if it's coming through and what's the pressure. Okie doke, is working well. So first thing first, I'll just place a bit of the lace on top. And just spraying over. When I remove this lace, you can see already I've created like a bit of the ombre,
Oh,
the
nice.
lacy ombre in here. And I can just remove this part as well because I'm not going to need it anymore. So this is my first part of my design. And now I'm going to slightly spray it over my circle. You can see it, yeah. Okay. And now I will remove my circle. And I've got this part. And I will spray over my birds. I'll just spray too much of the paint in here. this time. Okay. I didn't place my stencil properly with the circle, so the paint went under.
It's
And now
hard
I will
on the
just,
tip and under the camera. It's very hard. So it's all good.
yeah, like I'm actually, I need to say, and I won't be lying, I really do not like doing live videos with Airnails.
Okay.
Because I'm stressed enough with the lives. And always something goes wrong, but it's fine.
It is absolutely
Okie doke.
fine. We're absolutely understanding that. We just want to
I
see that.
know, because just you always want to make perfect.
That is so beautiful.
See, thank you. And you see, this is so easy. So you just place in your stencil, spraying this with the one color of the paint, and you've got like multi-dimensional design. And now we are ready to cover it with our top gel straight away. You don't need to wait for drying. You don't need to wait for anything. Okay, once I'm placing the top gel, I will just quickly spray out the paint.
Yeah,
So it
that's
doesn't dry
important.
in my gun.
White paint is very high pigmented and it clogs the gun a lot. And so it's
Yeah.
the best way to avoid that problem. Next time when you need to use it, you clean your gun right away.
Yeah.
And
So not really about the cleaning, Nadia. It's more about the rinsing it.
that's what I mean.
Because when something, when we say clean, and people are thinking, especially the maybe nail technician that work with them in general as a nail technician 10, 15, 20 years, we used to have the abrasion system. And you remember the old one.
I learned with that
After
one by magnetic. In first years by magnetic.
Yeah, you had to like dismantle the whole gun and just clean after every color to use another one, and that was hell. Like, yeah, but this one is just, yeah, easy to use. Okay, that's my blue tack just stuck there, and I will just cover it with extreme matte top gel. And doesn't matter what kind of top gel you're going to use. What is cool about the extreme matte top gel, our extreme matte top gel, magnetic ones. This is how design will look in the glossy. Okay, finish, and I'll place it in the light. Really brings the details in our designs. And I'm going to show you with the same technique. I've done the, and you can see really, don't bother about this one because this gel polish shrinked. But I was just like, okay, I've done the design. So
We
it's
can
like,
see it.
I can see this race thing, but it's just, yeah. I was too excited about the colors. So you can see it's all the same technique that I've just done now.
So it's basically the layering of different stencils, and then you apply a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and then a lot somewhere to give that accent.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, you can, and you can do it with just the one color.
Yeah, I see that.
So
it's
on
amazing.
This one, it's just the white, but in here I won't be lying, I've used two. So I've used the Storm, number 53, I think, or yeah, 53. And I've used the white, and underneath I have used the cat eye emerald. So it's like I've got like two shades of green and white, and you can really, it's super fast. So if I just bring closer, you can see every detail from the lace and from different stencils. So so yeah, I think this is cool, and I really like these designs with just the black and white because these are fast, and you can really easy to do in a salon. No, even as clients will say like, oh, I want design like in the last 2 minutes. You can easily create it, no problem. And of course, charge accordingly, because that's important. Yeah, we still need to try. So that's our design with just the white, and you can see everything is flat, but you've got the feeling that is like 3D.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Yeah, what I find very interesting is that you can see that we started to create the design with the background, basically. That what you see now in the background was the first element, then the second element, and then the third element that is on the front is created on the last moment. And this is something where you really need to click your brain somehow.
Yeah, but I think it comes with the training as well, because during the training, and you remember that, Nadia, and you do when you done the Airnails classes as well, we starting from just the technique of spraying. So we just started with the ombre, with like, framing, how to do the snowballs. And once you got the technique, then you've got the leveling with your design. So we're just starting with like super simple, and we just get into more and more difficult. And this is how you learn and then practice. So when I do my classes, like online classes, so I've got this like a one-to-one meeting always with the students, because I cannot, I need to see what you're doing, and I need to help you to actually use your gun, etc. So and we're working with like ombre technique and with the snowballs and making sure everything is working properly. And then you go into my Facebook group to create the design step by step. So you've got different levels. And it's not like you need to do one design and you're done. To get the certificate, you need to actually done the designs, and not only for yourself, but also for your clients too, so they will see what you can produce. And more you practice, the better you are. The more you're doing stuff, is better understanding of it. So I think once you do the training, you will be able to do it. And you know for yourself, Nadia, you've been on a training and suddenly you just look at them, it's like, oh, I can do this one and this one and this one. And before you just look at this design, it's like, oh, wow, no, that wouldn't be me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. So yeah, so it's not as difficult as it looks like. Okay, but maybe if I'll just do it like that, so it will be easier. So I'll just go to show you another one, and this one will be more colorful. The one actually I've posted on our Facebook not long time ago, hours ago. Okay, and now maybe, which one you like, Nadia? You like a leaf, or maybe you like umbrella with the wheat drops? Which one
Oh,
do you think?
I actually very, very liked the furthest to the right leaf, but umbrella is also like, I like the word umbrella. I remember learning English,
Umbrella.
umbrella and cucumber were two weird words. And then when I came to Canada, um, awkward and awful were two weird words for me. So now I have four weird words: umbrella, cucumber, awful,
Umbrella.
and
Yeah.
awkward. And they're all
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah. In general, the sound letters in English are problematic, and were problematic for me as well. So not the easiest. Okay, but what we can. Okay, so umbrella then.
Umbrella, please.
Let's do the umbrella then. No problem. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place my umbrella. So I'm just using the other part of the stencil. So I've got this open window. And what I want to have really bright colors of the yellow and red. So I'm just going to spray the tiny amount of white over this window first. Just small amount. It'll be more like a shade, just to make sure everything is nice and bright. Okay, so just like that is just like a mist. Okay, you can just do it on your gloves extra as well. And I'm just spraying this out. I will tell you, with the Airnails paint, you're wasting more than actually you place it on the nail. It's just such a small amount that you need to, the paint you need to use to create the design is unbelievable. And you cannot really do half of the drop. It has to be one drop minimum. Okay, and my next paint is going to be yellow, just the regular yellow. I can't see the comments in here if anyone has any
No, there are no
questions.
questions so far. I'm reading.
Okay.
I think the girls are tagging each other and saying hello to each other.
Okay, so I'm just going to start spraying just a tiny amount of the yellow, just here and there. Okay. And I'm just spraying away my yellow now. And I'm going to use a bit of red. So I'm just sticking to autumn leaves colors. Okay, and just so you see, I didn't clean the yellow after. The same, I didn't clean the white. It was just I just spray out the color. Okay, and a bit of red. That doesn't look that interesting yet, isn't it? I'm spraying away the red. And I'm going to use just tiny amount of green, but not too much, just a bit. Apple green number 10. And again, you see, I didn't clean my gun.
Yeah, that is the most important thing. You don't have to rinse the gun every time.
Yeah.
If you go from the light color to the brighter colors.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, which is makes your life easier and you can really speed up. Just a tiny amount of green over the yellow. Okay, so I'm just spraying away my green. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to remove my stencil. So we've got our base for umbrella, multicolored. And I've done the leaves in the same way. And maybe, yeah, let's do the droplets as well, the raindrops as well.
How do you decide when do you remove the sticker, like throw away the stickers because they don't glue anymore, or what? Like when are they not reusable anymore?
So if you take care of your stencils and you make sure you're sticking them on a like shiny paper, and you make sure there's no dust, no oil, nothing like that, you can literally reuse them forever. The stencils that I had to throw out because they wasn't sticky anymore were the ones that I make it dirty, or they were during training and someone just touched something. Or so if you touch them with your fingers, of course there's always a bit of the grease, a bit of dust on your fingers, or if you place them just like that, you know, just on a normal paper. I've seen some people stick them to their lamps, you know, so it's all dirt, and you will just lose the glue in here. So it's quite important to take care of it, take care of the stencils, and you'll be absolutely fine.
Great.
And of course, I won't be lying, if you'll be using them full time for years and years, of course they may lose the stickiness. You know, it's just the thing. But you know, do not.
But I
It's
want
not.
to make sure that that people understand that it's not one time use sticker. So you use this sticker more and more times. So the more use you get out of it, the cheaper it is for you per use, right? So
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Of
Hello,
course, definitely.
Natalia is watching us.
Oh, hello, Natalia. So definitely initial, but it's like with everything, Nadia. Okay, so initial cost of any training or any new equipment is always an investment, but we need to treat this as an investment. And then, but if we think about this, okay, this gun, this compressor will last us forever, and then we've got this, like, you know, 400 drops of paint that we can do tons of different designs and charge, of course, people for that. Our investment goes back like really quickly. So if we think about this is yeah, like with everything, when we learn nails, we had to buy the brushes, different powders, liquids, towels, everything. And now it's just, yeah, just single things. I love Airnails. Oh, that's brilliant, Natalia. We love it too. So I have used the colors and now I'm going to use the white, but I want to have this pure white for my droplets. So I'm just going to show you how you can quickly rinse away the dirt from your tank so you can have the next color absolutely perfect, especially if it comes to white. Okay, I'll just spray this out. And you can see my tank is perfectly clean. And
Natalia says investments. Oh, that's beautiful. Investments are our tools to get success. Yeah. So what
yeah,
I'm trying to like calculate in my head right now, if you buy airbrush, the compressor, the gun, the cleaning jar, and the white paint, that's pretty much everything you need to start to do. For example, ombre, right? Like the baby boomer.
yeah,
And I charged in my salon for ombre $10 extra, so $10. And you said out of one bottle you can get 200 sets, so you can make $2,000 out of one bottle of paint, and you got the return of investment into the tools already 10 times, basically.
yeah.
So it's super quick.
Definitely. Okay, so I've just got my white. I'm just checking because I had a bit of the water in my, so how is spraying. But it is a pure white, and I'm just going to spray sorry, I'll just make sure everything is just sticking properly. I will just spray over my stencils, so we'll create the droplets. Hope you can see it. Oh, I'm just trying to be as close as possible. You probably noticed that what's happening on the stencil is really not my interest. I just had like splashes and stuff, but it really doesn't matter, because what is the most important is what is in the window. And on the window, we've got our
Nice.
drops,
So easy.
drops.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you think about this, even Nadia, even for you, the one stroke master, if you just paint this with one stroke, that will just take you much, much longer than spraying this with
Definitely,
the.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so because I'm not going to use my gun, I'm just going to quickly use the water. So make sure I won't be in a situation like you.
Yep.
And now, you know, and what is cool? Now, let's say I finish my client, finish my design. I just rinse my gun with the water. I'm switching this off and putting this away. And I'm finishing my design, taking new client, and then maybe do another Airnails design. And then again, maybe, you know, taking another client and another client. And just at the end of the day, and it literally takes 5 minutes, I need to clean properly and dismantle my gun. So it's super cool because we're not really wasting time to do that. But for this design, I'm going to use a bit of the liner gel white. We can, of course, and it is possible, and on an Airnails level 2, I believe you can learn that. You can create super fine lines with Airnails, etc. But it's really time consuming. Okay, this super detailed work. It's time consuming. It looks extra, it really puts your skills into the next level. But yeah,
But it
it's time
helps
consuming.
those who cannot create very thin lines. Like if you cannot do it by hand, then you can do it with air nails. But we did so many years of thin lines that we can do it ourselves. So with a brush.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. But then you have like different, so let's say we have the Airnails that is possible to create the Airnails design for absolute beginners and for the people that don't know how to do, how to paint, how to draw. But let's face it, fine lines is the training that I think everyone's supposed to attend. Then you need to attend this training. It's a basic. You should be able to create the lines because you will need them for French manicure. You will need them for some kind of stripes, like, you know, that kind of stuff. We all should learn it. So, and it's good to go for a training like that, just to make sure even you've got steady hand and you know what kind of tools to use, for example, to do painted French. Okay, sometimes we're not sculpting, we're just painting. So it's good to have it. And once you do this training and you know how to do it, your life becomes super easy. And if you, for example, connect this with Airnails, you've got super fast designs. Because now we're talking, so my design takes ages, but it's actually super fast. So what I'm going to do with my just fine line brush, the Jessica's Choice. Okay, so that's the camera in here, Jessica's Choice, but you can use any brush you wish. I'm just going to do a few details over my umbrella. So I'm just painting a few lines over my air nail. So it's not really even top gel yet or anything like that. So just a few lines. So you can mix and match technique. It's not like you touch the air nails and to the end of your life you need to use air nails only. You can mix it. I've seen and I've actually learned from Yelena Gromova from Kazakhstan, I believe. Elena,
Yes.
yes. So yeah, so Elena was doing the master class with the fruits, with the Airnails fruits. And what she used just a basic stencil, no full stencil of the Airnails, just a round thing. And then she just spray it. And then later, all the details she made with the liner gel. I was like, oh my God, that's actually a super cool idea. And I started to use it often. And you can really create super fast extra details to your designs.
Mm-hmm. So the girls, Gemma said, I love Airnails, and then Lisette said, yes, me too. I guess that was to that. Yeah, so basically you cannot create that ombre, that aqua technique, whatever, however you call it, with the gel. It's difficult. It will take a little bit of thickness away, and also the nails will look thicker, and it is just so much easier with the nails. That's absolutely, like, I absolutely agree that the fading is the most easiest, the most beautiful fading you will get with the airbrush.
Yeah, but it is true. And then, yeah, I don't think you can make the mistake. The only mistake you can make, Nadia, is when you just splash something, like, when you have no gun control. This is when you can make the mistake. Other than that, your ombre is always perfect with air nails.
And if you
Absolutely.
don't like something, if you made a mistake, you can always wipe it off with alcohol or prep and wipe, and then recreate the design. So it's very easy.
That's That's true, definitely. And then for example, like when I was working full time still in salon, and someone asked me for ombre, I was just showing my Airnails colors, and this is what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even though over the years I've absolutely mastered the technique of brushing of ombre with brush, and I can do it, but still the amount of time takes me to do it. It takes me like around 20-25 minutes to do full sets of ombre with the gel polish. Within that time, I can do air nails and start to do another client. Like, just, or even have a cigarette break or coffee break,
No cigarettes,
just,
Magda.
or like okay, we need to die on something, okay? Not only Corona in this world, like, just, yeah, cigarettes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cover this design with the extreme matte top gel. By the way, I've cured the liner gel whilst we are talking. I've cured the liner gel. So again, I'm just placing the top gel over, and this is how it look. Glossy finish. Oops. And I will just cure it, and then I will add the few extra lines with my liner gel white, and maybe we'll add some drops as well. So I will just, once this one cured, I'm just going to show you these. So this is how I've done it. So all these details in here are just with the liner gel, and yeah, whatever background I have, even if I'll have like red background, I can just make the line work with the liner gel white, and they will really stand out. And that's of course our fast liner gel.
And that with the fast liner gel, it gives the feeling of this leaf flying in the wind. Yeah, when
Yeah,
I looked at
yeah,
these
it is
designs,
actually, yeah, it is, yeah, just makes it a bit more like, yeah, just a bit more flow.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. But you can see, so for example, we're just going to do the drops, but you can see on this design that really the drops looking a bit 3D. So if for the clients, they don't want to have this raised structure
Mm-hmm.
as we have in here with the drop, you can just spray it over with your airbrush, and you will have like water drops, the raindrops,
But also
whatever you wish.
airbrushed drops, you can add that little bit of 3D, and then it will also give that a little bit extra dimension if you make them
Yeah,
wet.
yeah. Yeah, you can make proper water drops with I would just say maybe some navy and white or black and white, but again, it's a bit more time
No, I'm
consuming.
talking
So
about your white
then,
drops that you already have there. You can just go with a glossy top coat and either paint it or make it a little bit more
oh, okay,
dimensional.
yeah, yeah,
And then that
yeah, yeah,
white background and that wet drop on top of it, it will just be like that.
yeah. You can definitely do it. You can do it. So we can do it that way. Okay, so let's do it. So first, I will just pick up a bit of the liner gel and then just add just a few more details, and they will be on top of the matte top gel because I want them super white. So just the wee corners in here. So our umbrella or brolly, it really yeah, starting to be a bit more alive with these white details. So we could still see the umbrella with just the Airnails, but with just an extra details with the liner gel white.
So nice. Gives so much dimension right away.
Yeah, it's just a bit, so you can see it's not even like much movements I've done. And maybe on this we handle as well. Okie doke. So we've got this one, and I'm going to cure it, and I'm going to use the top gel from the jar. Please excuse my excuse my cup. So this is the top gel from the jar, and this is what I'm using normally for the drops, any raindrops, water drops I'm doing on the design, because you can see it's quite thick and it's not coming off my brush, so I can really create the race structure without a problem. So let's cover our raindrops with extra drop.
Oh, this will be so good. So easy, so
And
beautiful.
I will just freeze it. And then let's do just one more, a bit less gel in here. I think with this mixing technique, which just looks, yeah, that's actually looking super cool, Nadia. The drops over drops.
That's amazing. I love it. That ah, I should replace a needle in my gun, and I have a needle, and I know where it is. I just have to connect the needle and the gun.
Yeah,
And
do it, do it. It's just, yeah, it is fun. It is fun and really doesn't take much time to do any designs. Yeah. So this is our design with the umbrella.
so beautiful.
So of course add extra details like wee dots or spider gel or whatever you wish to add, as I've done in here. But really, yeah, that's the idea. So you can see like how fast the designs are. These are like stamping, super fast, super fast. I will just put this one away. Or even like here, I've got this actually on my stand because I've done the video not long time ago on this one. So these are just super fast. Okay, you've got just the three colors and it really looks multi-dimensional when just look at it, and it's just super fast. And I was creating this video and I've done this few designs, and then I was thinking like, if I were meant to do it by hand or by sponge or I don't know, any other ombre technique, impossible on such a small area as the nail is.
Well, it would also not like people wouldn't pay for so much time that you would use that to
Yeah.
create that design. I can imagine it's super fast. Wow, I can't even like I know how you like now I can read those designs, but I'm like, oh my God, if I would sit down and create them, it would take me forever because I'm not used to it. So basically I need to get back into it. But ideally you should take a course. Like if you never did airbrush, you can of course buy a brush and try it, and definitely take a course, even the basic course for the ombre technique, so you understand how to hold the gun, how to like what distance, what to watch about, that the paint is going dry on the nail, that how to make that. It's something you really need a course. Like that would be a perfect. And online courses are also working, and I know that because I learned a lot online and I taught a lot online. So right now you can ask Magda if you're interested in classes. What is that?
It's just a part of my lamp, but the other lamp is just standing on it, so I don't want to touch it because I will just all fall. It's just a ring light. It's just on top
It's
here.
just your name.
But yeah, I'm on it. switch it on. Like, yeah, I'm an angel. So yeah, I'm really, if you don't do it yet, you're thinking about this, I would recommend you to take a course anywhere. And to be honest, of course, you're more than welcome to join us at Magnetic, because people thinking the airnails or airbrushing is super easy. And I have personally few students that they were just texting me. I was like, oh, Magda, can you help me? My ombre doesn't last. Or I have a problem with just too much paint, or I have raised structure, or my stencils are not sticking, or something. And my first question, where did you take a course? And they just telling me, no, I never, I just learned myself. And then I'm just saying, like, you need to take a course, because this is when we're telling you what to do in all of these situations. And yeah, it's like with the nails, people are just saying like, oh, I can just buy the thing and try it. And it doesn't really work like that, because you will try, but before you will get this right, you will make tons of mistakes, and that may just discourage you, and then we just say, it's not for me, or I don't like it. And it's just because you never had the proper knowledge behind it, then you just like, oh, it's not for me. It's for everyone. Nails are for everyone. Anyone can do it. If I could do it, anyone can do it.
Absolutely. But you need to learn properly. You have to have good teachers. If you take one course and don't like it and still don't get something, take another course. Like, I'm in the nail industry for 11 years. We celebrated that last week. And I don't know how many tons of classes I took, and not only with Magnetic, I took classes wherever I could. Like, if I see somewhere a class, like a lot of Russian, Ukrainian techs offered online art classes, I took most of them years ago. And if I go somewhere at the shows or whatever events, and if I have time, and if it's possible for me to join a class, I'm joining the class just to learn from them, or to see, oh, that's a good idea, but what if? And that what if is always a little bulb that goes on, and then you're like, oh my god, of course, that's what I should do. Hello, Anio.
Yeah.
Anio is too late. Yes, you are too late. We are done already, almost. And you can watch, of
Yeah.
course, the whole thing again in a couple of seconds when we finish.
Yeah, but hopefully it's not even about the online, because I know not everyone likes the online, and I personally am not a fan. Absolutely, I much prefer to have students in class. I much prefer to actually hold your hand and take you through it.
Me too.
And this is my way, and this is my way of learning as well. So I'm not learning just from watching. When I understand, then I can watch. But first, someone needs to exactly show me, grab my hand, and yeah, and just direct it. So this is my way, and I much prefer have everyone in the class, and I'm sure you too. So yeah, I hope everything will be more steady and calm soon, so we'll be able to travel, and we'll have full classes again, and people get confidence in just learning in class.
Well, yeah,
Not
I believe
always.
that we here on our end will close eventually in the next couple months, or people with shots and not shots, traveling, not traveling passes and so on. We have right now MS, like starting today in Canada, we have MS. Um, and I don't believe we will be travel anytime soon, unfortunately, probably not until next summer. So if you cannot travel, sorry?
We will, we will at some point. It's not going to last forever, so we'll
I know, but
be.
it will take a little bit longer, especially for those who don't get shots for whatever reasons. And it's okay. Everybody has their freedom. So, anyways,
Yeah,
we don't have to talk about politics and the problems and the war. It is a war right now. It is a sad world war, and it will be over one day, and we will hopefully survive it. But today,
yeah.
online is working, and
We'll yeah. So, but in the meantime, if you would like to, as Nadia mentioned on the beginning, if you would like to learn a brushing, or even if you have like any questions you learned before, or you want to ask about the products, you want to maybe change the system, that you already have, you can contact Nadia, no problem. Or even if she can just phone me and just say like, Magda, I've got someone who needs a help because my gun is not working. I will help you, no problem. I will help you, no problem, and I'll make sure everything will be okay, because it's fun. It's fun. Airnails is an absolute fun to use.
It is. I love to watch people doing that. I love the designs you guys are doing. So I probably should just sit down and get into it. I just have to have some patience. Well, thank you very much, Magda and Anu. Yes, you can watch it back. Once we finish it, you can just rewatch it in a couple minutes. It will be live. It will be online recorded. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channels. Magda and me, we both have YouTube channels. And we have Instagrams. And you can find us everywhere. Just ask where if you can find us. But with our names, it's the easiest to find us.
Yeah.
Magda from Scotland, Nadia from Canada.
Thank you so much, Nadia, for inviting me. Thank you all for watching. I couldn't see your comments because I was focusing on the designs, but yeah, I'll maybe read it later and reply it as well with all the love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you. I hope we'll do it again.
Yeah, we can. We were talking about it because I also promised you to show something. And probably if you have an idea, ask me. And if you guys want me to show something that Magda probably doesn't do, or if she does, but we can just have some fun.
I'll tell you what I'm absolutely happy with is a one stroke, and you're an absolute queen. So if you would like to show one day some designs,
let me practice, and I'll.
I'm sure that everyone will appreciate, because it's an absolutely amazing technique. We don't use it that often. I've learned, but I'm not using it in practice. And yeah, it's something that is absolutely beautiful. And our brushes are cool, and you can create super cool designs.
Okay, let me practice a little bit, and probably in a week or two we can get back together.
Oh yeah, maybe for Christmas we'll just.
No, we can do it faster.
Okay, Nadia, thank you so much. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.